Okay. I need to be precise about what just came through, because the specificity of it demands precision. There is a man in your energy right now, and I'm using the word gentleman on purpose, because that word matters. It's not interchangeable with man or guy or person. This is someone whose conduct is governed by a code he set for himself long before he ever met you. And this gentleman does not want to date you. I need you to actually hear that. Not because he doesn't want you, because dating is too small a container for what he intends. I sat down to record something completely different today, and this energy would not let me move forward. So here we are. This is Manifest God's Voice with Kasha. Subscribe if you're new, stay for this one. As always, only take what resonates. Let's get into it. He doesn't want to date you, he wants to marry you. Dating is exploration. Dating is, let's see where this goes. Two people circling each other with one foot still near the door in case it doesn't work out. This man doesn't circle. He decides. He evaluates, he processes, he measures what he sees against what he knows he needs, and then he makes a decision he does not revisit. The decision he's made about you is marriage. Not, let's date and see if it becomes serious. Marriage. He looked at you the way an architect looks at a foundation and thinks, I don't need to test this. I can feel the integrity of it from here. And once that assessment landed, it became permanent. He's not wondering. He's not weighing options. He's not keeping you in a category while he figures out what he wants. He already knows. The speed of his own certainty actually startled him, but it didn't change his mind. He saw your consistency and knew. Let me tell you what made him skip an entire phase most people consider mandatory. He saw consistency in you. Not the performed kind people show when they know they're being evaluated. The kind that only exists in someone who isn't auditioning at all. He watched you over time, not a single moment, an accumulated body of evidence. And what he saw was someone whose character doesn't fluctuate based on audience or mood or convenience. You're the same person tired as you are energized. Your kindness has no conditions attached to it. A real gentleman recognizes structural integrity the way an engineer recognizes a load-bearing wall. He doesn't need to push on it to know it's solid. He can see it in how it's built. He's been quietly taking notes for longer than you realize, without you ever knowing the man in the background of your ordinary life was conducting the most important evaluation of his life. And every page of those notes says the same thing. She is the one. And here's why your consistency runs this deep, why it reads as structural instead of performed. You weren't given the option of being inconsistent growing up. You were around people whose behavior shifted with their mood, their circumstance, what they wanted in that particular moment. That experience didn't make you inconsistent. It did the opposite. You decided, maybe not consciously, that you would never be shifting ground for someone else. You would be bedrock. And that decision, that refusal to be unsteady in a world that taught you what unsteady costs, is exactly what this man saw. Not a woman being nice, a woman being structurally sound. He's building his life behind the scenes. He's not naive about marriage. He knows storms come. He's asked himself with real seriousness, can this woman weather? Can she stand next to me when the foundation shakes and not run? And his answer was yes. Not because you performed those qualities for him, but because he watched you weather your own storms with a steadiness that told him everything he needed to know. Now let me tell you what he's doing behind the scenes, because the preparation is already underway and you have no idea. He's getting his house in order, literally. His finances, not to impress you, but because presenting himself to a woman he intends to marry while his foundation has cracks in it would feel disrespectful to him. His living situation. asking whether the space he occupies reflects the life he wants to build with you. His relationships, quietly evaluating who in his circle matches the direction he's heading. He's pruning, preparing. Someone taught this man that you don't ask a woman to build with you while standing in a construction zone. You finish the foundation first, make sure the roof doesn't leak, and only then you open the door and say, "I built this for us. Would you like to come inside?" He's building without announcing it, without progress updates, because he wants you to encounter it complete, a finished structure, not a blueprint or a promise. His desire for you is deliberate, not small. I'm picking up the initials M or J connected to this man. If those mean something to you, take note. I'm also getting B or S as a secondary energy, someone he's confided in, or someone who's figured it out on their own because his behavior has visibly changed. And the way he thinks about you is different from what most readings describe. He doesn't fantasize about the wedding. He fantasizes about the marriage, the institution, not the event. He imagines year 7, knowing your patterns so well he can tell something's wrong before you say a word, just from how you're holding your coffee. He imagines real disagreements handled with the same code he applies to everything. No cruelty, no weaponizing what was shared in trust. Just two people who fight fair and repair thoroughly. Now, about the physical dimension, because his restraint should never be mistaken for a lack of desire. This man wants you with a ferocity that would genuinely surprise you. His exterior is so measured, you might assume the fire is low. It's not low. It's enormous, just deliberately contained. Because he believes desire expressed too early devalues what it's aimed at. He's thought about your hands specifically, about holding them in public for the first time as his wife, not his girlfriend. The distinction matters to him. He imagines pulling you close in a kitchen at the end of a hard day, not as a precursor to anything, just holding you because that's what fixes a hard day. That's the real fantasy. Domesticated intimacy. The touch that happens on a random Thursday in year 7 because it's simply become the habit between you. He's thinking in generations, not moments. I'm getting Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Paper 5. He's thinking in generations, not moments. I'm getting Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus energy here. Water and earth. Traditional provider energy updated for someone who understands that providing means presence, not just provision. Virgo is coming up too. For the meticulous nature of his preparation, nothing is left to chance. And Pisces, for the emotional depth he keeps hidden beneath a controlled exterior. This man feels deeply. He was just taught to express it through action instead of display. The preparation is his love letter. Water and earth together, that's a well. Deep, quiet, constant, sustaining everything above ground without needing to be seen. That is what this man is. And he's decided, with the full weight of everything he's built and believes, that you're the one he wants drawing from that well for the rest of your life. I'm also getting the number 4 here. Foundation, structure, the 4 walls of a house built to last. And the number 22, master builder. This man is constructing something meant to outlast both of you. Not a relationship, a legacy. He's asking himself not just, will she make me happy, but will she make our children wise? That's the level he's operating at. And you passed that evaluation, not because you tried, but because you were simply yourself. Stop believing men like this don't choose you. I need to speak directly to the part of you that's been conditioned to expect less, because I can feel her. The part that heard everything I just said, and somewhere underneath the hope, a small voice whispered, "Men like this don't exist," or They don't choose women like me. That voice is lying to you. It was installed by men who weren't gentlemen, who needed you to believe their bare minimum was normal so you wouldn't expect better. Every situationship that went nowhere was a man who saw your foundation, knew it was solid, and chose to stand on it without ever building anything in return. And the scar tissue from that created a voice that says, "This is too good to be real." It is not too good to be real. This is what it looks like when a man raised with a code meets a woman built with integrity. It looks like certainty. It looks like preparation. That's not fantasy. That's what happens when two people who are both built to last recognize each other in a world full of people who were only ever built to impress. You were not built to impress. You were built to last, and he sees that. In how you treat people who can't do anything for you, in how your standards stayed intact even in seasons when lowering them would have been easier. The foundation is already built for you. That is what happens when the right person finally shows up for someone who'd quietly stopped believing they would. It doesn't look like a fairy tale. It looks like a man who's done his homework, standing at the door of a woman who's done hers, both of them knowing, without needing to say it, that the work is done and the life can begin. I'm going to speak this over you plainly. The preparation is happening right now. The foundation is being laid. He's not going to approach you until every brick is set and every door is ready to open. But here's the truth underneath all of it. What's for you is already yours. It was yours before he even started building. The building is just his way of honoring what he already knows. You did not stumble onto this reading today. If this landed somewhere real in you, share it with someone who needs it. Like this video so it reaches the people it's meant for, and subscribe, because I'm not done bringing you what keeps coming through. I love you. Walk in it.